Today I'm going to show you my small garden filled with flowers, treasures, and charm. Hopefully this will give you some ideas and inspiration for your garden too. Hi everyone, welcome to my garden. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liz and I garden in California, Zone 9B. Today I'm going to take you on a little tour of my garden and show you everything that's blooming in July. Hope you enjoy. And one of my absolute favorite things I've grown this year is my supertunia vista bubblegum. And here it is. Can you believe this is only one plant? I kid you not. One plant. This is so reliable and faithful. It's been looking like this all summer long. Now I know why everybody grows these. It's totally worth every penny. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. So you can get a little glimpse of the tire underneath. Supertunia Vista Bubblegum. If I could only have one thing in my garden, it would be this. Just look at that beautiful cone. Isn't that spectacular? I mean, that's beautiful in itself. And here's a special little corner in my yard. There's so many plants behind these zinnias, but you can't see them too well. We have a Mexican sunflower. And here's all the zinnias. Behind it is a painted bench with some Pearl von Nunberg succulents on it. I know this bench is starting to break. A couple of the back slats are missing, but I just can't part with it. When I find something else to replace it, I'm sure I will. But for now, it still has a home in my garden. I really have no idea what kind of zinnias these are. Just bought a bunch of seeds and scattered them around and voila. And my chicken coop. Hubby and I built this from all refurbished wood and scrap wood. We really didn't buy anything. except the chicken wire. We bought the chicken wire, but all the wood we used from something else. And that little house back there, that was just an old shed, and we cut it down. I love turning things that are going to go in the garbage into something wonderful. We call this the chicken condo because it's so big. And here's my narrow space garden. I just love growing zinca in zone 9B. It reseeds every year and spreads and grows so nice. And then I have some zinnia seeds growing in this cute little strawberry pot. I picked up this cute little stand at the thrift store for $5. I was so excited when I found it. I just love the little detail. And more vincas. Vincas remind me of impatiens, but they look like impatiens, but they take full sun. I just love them. And my dahlias. Hello, lantana. In the summertime, this always spreads out and makes its show. Can you guess that yellow and orange are my favorite colors? So in case you didn't know, I got all of my antique bathtubs out of a hotel in San Francisco. I guess they were renovating them, doing a remodel upgrade, and they just didn't want anything old in there. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it for $50. Hello, talk about a score. My father always taught me one man's trash is another man's treasure. So my husband wanted me to tell you guys how we made these trellises or these arbors. Basically, they were cattle panels and we just cut them in half so we could make two of them. They're like 17 feet long and 6 feet wide, so we just sliced it in half and then we got two of them out of it. show you the material. See? It's just a cattle panel. They're really inexpensive. So this is a combination of my purple hyacinth bean vine on the right and my scarlet runner bean on the left. And I'll walk through my little canopy. It's so cute and pretty. Plants have really spread out and I don't have the heart to prune them back. It's like entering a little fairy garden. Okay, now I want to talk to you about this contraption with the 3 benches. I don't really focus on this too much in my garden tour, so I figured I'd kind of tell you what this is all about. So this is what I call my propagation station. Because my yard is so small, I don't have any room for a greenhouse or anything fancy like that. So what I've done is I've gotten these 3 benches and I stack them on top of each other. And this is where I grow seeds and I propagate my succulents and my little workstation. Plus I just like the way it looks. It's kind of makes me feel like I'm organized and I keep everything together. So I want to show you this. This is my little impatient pot setup. All I did was I got 3 different sized pots and I stacked them. Just put one right on top of the other. And I feel this just gives it a lot of fullness and height. Makes the impatiens look bigger than they really are. That's all I did. I just stacked 3 pots. One on top of the other. See? 1, 2, 3. Moving right along. So if you notice, I have a lot of special little corners and areas in my garden. I guess it's like going to Disneyland. There's different areas, right? Well, in my garden, I like to have little themes and special little corners as well. Just so there's always something interesting and different to see. I have an island breeze hosta, a coleus, a guacamole, and this one is stained glass. I think I got them right. I don't always remember the names of everything I plant. Oh, and check this out. My beautiful crepe myrtle tree is in its glory. This is called Dynamite Red. And I just love the way the red contrasts against the yellow door. So beautiful. And sometimes I'll sit here and watch the birds. I'll just move the little planter over. a seat and watch all the birds. But this crepe myrtle tree, every July it puts on a beautiful show. So I also want to show you how I stacked these three little pots as well. Sometimes if you have a small space and only have room for one pot, well then just stack them, then you have three. And inside that top little one is a sedum autumn joy. And I almost forgot to show you this cute little horseshoe flower that I made. Hubby gave me a piece of rebar and a tube of epoxy, and I just glued all the horseshoes on the rebar. I don't know how to weld yet. You can kind of tell I was a little messy with the epoxy, but it really holds well. And then I just painted the horseshoes. So that's my little flower. Another special little corner in my garden. See, so it just goes to show that even if you have a small space, just make the most of your little corners. Just dress up each little corner and make it special. You don't have to have a big yard, because I certainly don't. And I have a sweet little horseshoe flower in this corner as well. Can't really see the leaves on it too well because my clematis is growing all over it, which I just love. It acts as a little trellis. And I got this little stool at the thrift store, and I just spray painted it pink to give it some bright color to this corner. And that's an old wheel from a Model T car. So really, gardening is definitely a personal choice. We all have our own little ideas and ways of doing things, and nobody's right and nobody's wrong. That's the beauty of gardening. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you garden happy too, because gardening should be fun.